I will not work at a dog store. No, absolutely not. It's beneath me. That's correct. I've worked my whole life.
So
Yes, I don't know, maybe I have to.
let me get this straight.
I'll look at it.
You're in the elite 1%,
I don't care. Okay.
and now you're too good to work anywhere else.
Yes, that's correct.
But you're going to have the state pay for your food.
Yes, because I've never collected unemployment one time.
Well, you can't work for,
Well, I'm a king. I'm a king. So I do my job, that's it.
what does the king mean? What does that mean?
A king means that I'm the 1% in the whole world that climbed wind turbines in this whole world. So I will stay and remain king.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, John Hope, P 30758, on behalf of Mr. Liberty. Mr. Liberty, would you please put your name on the record?
Anthony Liberty.
I need to be much louder. All right, today's the date scheduled for arraignment pretrial on these matters, and
I didn't mean to cut the court off. However, the one case, which is the 23-1933, that's a Riverview case.
it is,
So I'm assuming we'll just do the arraignment.
yes.
Bring that to the court's attention before we get into the rest.
Okay, and so as to the arraignment of these matters, counsel.
Your Honor, as to both matters, he would stand mute to charges, waiver form reading of those charges, and ask for a plea of not guilty be entered on this meeting.
All right, the court's going to waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf on both of these matters. To the 231933 matter, we can, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty, schedule this matter for pretrial on August. September 6th. You're back here that day.
September 6th.
Yes.
That's a Riverview date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At 9:45.
Okay.
Okay, and as to the court's going, I already made the formal reading, actually not guilty for the 231464 matter, and as to the pretrial counsel.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to discuss this matter with Mr. Liberty as well as with the prosecuting attorney. It's my understanding, Your Honor, that in return for a plea of guilty to the amended charge of disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct would be dismissed, as well as the civil infraction of the general parking. I've discussed with Mr. Liberty his constitutional rights. He understands those constitutional rights and understands those constitutional rights and wishes to waive those rights with respect to this plea. Also, Your Honor, this plea is to be taken under what's commonly referred to as 771.1 if eligible. I have also discussed with him what 771.1 means, and I believe he will be found eligible.
All right, please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this man be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, and you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
As to the amended charge of disturbing the peace, you should be much louder, sir.
Guilty.
All right, and you've gone over your rights and rights, correct?
Yes.
Is that yes? You have that rights and rights from Mr. Goldpaw?
Yes, there should have been one in the file.
I'm sorry?
There should have been one in the file.
Well, I understand that, but,
Just give it to him.
okay, because it was, okay, well, that's the
I have
problem.
that out of
Hold on, please. The problem is that you wrote both case numbers on the same form. So, can we just give him a new form instead of making a copy of this one?
Misdemeanor, that's all right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then counsel, this will be the 1464 case numbers on that. Okay, so just add the 1464 A and B one. Joe, can we make a copy of this?
Yes.
Financial affidavit, we'll make a copy of that one. Okay. All right, and sir, I know you're signing that form as to this case, but you've already gone over those rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you understand all of those rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand that by entering into a plea, you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you also understand that you understand possible penalties as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does anybody promise you anything, threaten you, or coerce you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, if you can please pardon your client.
Thank you. Mr. Liberty, back on June 15th of 2023, were you in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes.
And did there come a point in time when you were trying to fix a vehicle and the police arrived at the scene?
Yes.
And during that conversation with the Wyandotte Police Department, did there come a point in time where you became argumentative and started to yell at them?
Yes.
And because of your activities, did the neighbors come out and start to listen to what was going on?
Yes.
And so you disturbing the peace by your actions. You know, what the police were trying to do was to try to help you out, right?
That's correct.
And satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the amended plea, dismiss the original charge per the plea agreement, as well as the parking charge to the other breaks. Please. That is. No. Okay. We'll schedule this matter for sentencing. What's that? What's that, counsel?
I was just explaining to him again, 771.1.
Okay. And the court will set this matter for sentencing on September 26th at 10 a.m. And the court will indicate 771 eligibility upon review
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what time did you say?
at 10 a.m.
Thank you.
Yes, to bond counsel.
Your Honor, we're asking for personal bond for both of these matters. Mr. Liberty has accepted responsibility. He is presently unemployed. He's been looking for more work. He's a mechanic. He has no prior criminal record for our research. Asking for personal bond. He's now accepted responsibility and will be back in court long before the sentencing to address those other matters, which are non-assaultive church law. I think it deals with a.
You're talking about the
The
1933?
the rubber case.
Yes. Well, sir, okay, well, when's the last time you were employed?
I mean, so I haven't worked in over a year because I was I work on wind turbines, like windmills,
Yeah.
GC up north, and they took my license last year for a year because of 2 5-over speeding tickets.
Who took your license?
Nebraska and Kansas. They gave me 6 points each.
For 5
For
over?
a 5-over speeding ticket. I swear to you, they tried to turn it. All I did was pass a lady on my way to work on a 1-lane highway in the country.
Hold on. So I'm going to presume that you were charged with reckless driving.
Reckless, just because I passed somebody out in the middle of the highway.
Hold on. Listen. I'm not gonna get into all of that because I'm not in Nebraska or Kansas.
And here's where it starts going off the rails.
However, so your license was revoked or
Pretty
something?
much for a whole year, yeah, and I haven't worked. So
Okay.
They took my life. So whatever.
No, sir, they didn't take your
Well, they
livelihood.
did.
Sir,
6
Sir,
points.
sir, let me just clarify. The judge is not the one that behaved in the manner that you did, okay? Or a magistrate or whoever did that. So they didn't take your livelihood away. Let me just be very clear on that.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. It's fine. I know the judge didn't do it, but I don't know why 6 points is warranted over a 5 hour speeding ticket. That's all I'm saying. That's
You
why.
didn't get a 5 hour speeding ticket. You were charged with reckless driving, clearly.
Yes,
Yes.
that stemmed from a 5 hour speeding ticket for passing someone that was going
Okay.
under the speed limit.
I wasn't there, sir, and I'm not the Department of Motor Vehicles for Nebraska or Kansas.
Okay.
Is everybody okay upstairs?
No, they're on the roof fixing.
Oh, on the roof, okay. Okay. So that doesn't answer the question as to why you're not working while you're here.
Because I have no vehicle and I have nothing. So I have no vehicle, I had it's suspended twice now over this stuff.
Okay, so you can't walk to work?
No, I cannot,
Why not?
because I can't, because I'm a journeyman millwright and I don't walk to work. I make $52 an hour.
So walking to work
I
is
will not
beneath
walk
you?
to a, yes, it is, absolutely. I will not work a regular job because I climb 2,800 feet a day. And I'm an elite worker. And I'm not gonna have some lady that called me in Kansas or Nebraska ruin my life. So I'm waiting right now to get back to work and get a call from somebody. So I will not work at a dog store. No, absolutely not. It's beneath me. That's correct.
Yeah, that's not the flex you think it is, bro.
I've worked my whole life
So,
to be a millwright,
okay,
not a dollar store guy. No offense to anybody that does. I don't cut anybody's hustle. But I know that I'm a 7-year millwright journeyman. So I am.
no doubt, sir, that you worked hard to attain that status.
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt.
Yes.
However, you would rather,
Be broke than do that.
can you please not interrupt?
Yes, absolutely.
You would rather not work
Yes.
and earn $0 rather than work somewhere and earn some money.
Correct. Because I will not be reduced, like I said, by some lady or man, whoever wanted to call me out there, and give me, and eventually turn it into a reckless and take my license for a year. So no, I will not. I will not settle for a regular job. Thank you. That's pretty much the last bit of the matter there for me. That's the last bit of rebuttal that I get after you. So I know I don't do
Okay, well, I'm not giving you any rebuttal because I'm going to indicate, sir, how do you support yourself?
How do I support myself? I'm gonna wait, so I guess I'm gonna wait it out. So I don't really care. What does it matter, I guess, is the question at this point.
What does,
In this matter, what does this matter in this matter, I guess, is my question, Your Honor.
well, sir, there are certain factors I have to take into consideration when assessing bond. And,
It's okay, whatever you want to do. However you, okay.
you asked me a question, you need to give me an opportunity to respond. So I need to assess how I'm going to set your bond, what conditions I'm going to set, if any. I cannot determine all that without having all the information. So I find it's relevant, I'm asking you those questions. You're indicating you've worked in Nebraska, or you've lived and worked in Nebraska and Kansas. Okay, so then I need to make sure that you have some ties sufficiently here in the state of Michigan that is going to give me confidence that you're going to be returning to court.
I'm from Trenton my whole life. So, and I'm always here, so for now.
Except when you're in Nebraska and Kansas, or coast to coast. So that's my question. How long have you been back here?
I don't know, X amount of months. Trust me, I'll be here. I don't want to warn in my own state that I've lived in my whole life, where I come back after every job. So every 6 weeks we get an R&R. So we work about 100 hours a week.
How long have you been back in Michigan?
Long time, 6 months now. Just about, since all the suspension stuff happened. But no, at this point, it's hard to get a regular job when you've seen top of the world, basically.
Well, you can't work for,
Well, I'm a king. I'm a king. So I do my job, that's it.
what does the king mean? What does that mean?
A king means that I'm the 1% in the whole world that climb wind turbines in this whole world. So I will stay and remain king.
A king. In a courtroom. Asking for a bond. You can't write this.
King or king?
King, God. King,
K-I-N-G, Your Honor.
king, a king. A king. Because I'm a Napoleon. You know the Napoleons from Trenton too? That's another reason. We work hard our whole lane. You know that?
I know the name.
Yeah, Masons, brick Masons,
Okay.
break our back. I've had 2 back surgeries. I'm not going back to something regular. And now I know that I'm an elite level climber, elite level worker. I will not go back to something regular. It just is what it is. But I promise you, I ain't gonna leave the state unless it's for work. And if I have to be back on the 26th, I'm leaving. On the 25th.
Again, sir, how do you afford to feed yourself, or how do you afford rent? Who do
I
you
mean, I
live
have
with?
an EBT at this point. At this point, I've gotten the EBT card. And it's fucking embarrassing.
Okay, first of all, you're on the record.
Embarrassing, sorry.
So,
I guess, I don't know, maybe I have to.
Let me get this straight.
I'm gonna get a job.
you're in the elite 1%,
I don't care. Okay.
and now you're too good to work anywhere else.
Yes, that's correct.
But you're going to have the state pay for your food.
Yes, because I've never collected unemployment one time, in 7 years. That's why.
So, sir, is there not, excuse me, is there not a union in the state of Michigan that you can work for that does
No.
the same type of work that you do?
No, because they're peons. That's what it is, because they don't do nothing. They give us 30 hours at a union millwright job in Port Huron, 30 hours. I don't do that. I do 106 hours.
Yeah, well,
I don't
sir,
have lunch breaks and brunch breaks as a grown man, and the union has no protection. So if I'm gonna work somewhere, I'd rather have protection. All these Ford guys, not my uncle, was I guess I call my uncle, my mom's cousin. He worked at Ford truck plant, and he's been laid off like 10 times. So I don't work for the union.
okay. Well, here's what the court's going to do. Well, first I'm gonna ask you, if you were to test today, what's in your system?
0, nothing. Weed. I smoke a lot of weed. That's about it. And I've been a patient since 2015.
So do you have a medical marijuana card?
No, I don't, and I don't need one right now.
Okay. So
Maybe
that's
I'll tell the cops when they stop.
I don't even know what to say about your behavior. Sir, your behavior is so outrageous, it's unbelievable.
But how? I'm just.
You're saying nothing's in your system, then you're saying that there's weed, and you've been a patient, and you don't need a medical marijuana card. Let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to be submitting 30 job applications because you're not going to be unemployed.
Okay,
You are also going to go on job interviews if you're called. You're also going to not smoke marijuana since you do not have a valid medical marijuana card right now.
no, I will. Because I'm allowed to in the state of Michigan, ma'am, am I not? Am I not?
Sir, you're also allowed to use alcohol, and as a condition of your bond, you are not to use any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. How about that?
Okay.
You don't have any alcohol prescribed, you don't have any marijuana prescribed, right?
Yep, I guess so.
And
This is not even a weed case, but I don't know what we're.
Okay, listen to the judge, please.
I am, but I guess I'm getting thrown to the ringer here or something. Yes. I don't know how I can't smoke weed in the state of Michigan. It's legal. As long as I'm not driving a vehicle, right? I'm just a question, right?
sir,
Whatever you want me to do, I guess. So I'll get a list of them for this. Sure, how long probation? Laugh at, sir? No, am I just getting laughed at?
No, you're not.
you are not. I am actually finding it unbelievable that you do not know when to stop talking. And your comments that you're making, sir, your comments are laughable. I'm not saying you're laughable, your comments that you're making are laughable. Your thought process is laughable at this point with what you're stating to this court.
It's not my fault, I'm not working, so.
No, sir, it is your fault. You're choosing to not get employed anywhere. You're choosing to not go work anywhere because it's beneath you. No, you don't need to say anything else. Nothing else. You never know when you're going to get called in for testing, sir, so make sure you're not using any more marijuana.
Oh, right.
And if you need it for medicinal purposes, then you need to have a prescription submitted by your treating physician, somebody that you have a doctor-patient relationship with.
Okay. 2 back surgeries, by the way. Just want to let you know. Before the
You indicated that, so I said no more talking. There's nothing else I need to hear from you at this point. You need to submit into the probation department or actually into the 27th district court via email, or you can drop it off. Since you're not working, you have time to drop it off, I presume. Proof of where you applied, how you applied, what position it was for. You have to submit those by every Monday for the week, the preceding week.
Good. Thank you.
Anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, you can stop at the window to get the email address for the court, and then you have to stop over probation to get interviewed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes,